groovy. I can't wait for Incredibles 2. Okay, so I finally saw Avengers Infinity War, boys. And I gotta admit, this movie, it was pretty good. It was so good. But here's my ticket. It's actually wrote, so it's a little bit different than all the other tickets I've gotten before, so... yeah, so basically in Avengers Infinity War, Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, comes down to Earth and he's collecting all the Infinity Stones so he can destroy the world and conquer it for his own image. And basically the Avengers have to stop him, but we also get the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy. So the Guardians of the Galaxy team up with the Avengers, along with Doctor Strange teams up with them, Spider-Man becomes a new Avenger, and also, guess who's not in the movie? Hawkeye and Ant-Man. Yeah, that was a little bit of a strange surprise that they weren't in the movie. But how does this movie go? The story is pretty good. It's actually really more darker and emotional than the average MCU movie. I don't think it's as emotional as, say, Spider-Man Homecoming. I think this one had a lot more drama. I think it had a bit more emotion to it. But I felt like Avengers Infinity War was almost as good, if not just as good, as Homecoming. But I also... one of my issues with the movie is that the movie, sometimes it feels rushed. And the movie starts off really dark as well, and takes itself really, really goddamn seriously. Also, if you remember when I said in my Thor Ragnarok review, I felt like, well, the character wasn't in the movie that much. Here in this movie, Doctor Strange is in the movie for a lot more than he was in Thor Ragnarok. Doctor Strange was really good. Now, Spider-Man was really good. But I'm going to talk about that more when I got to the characters, the action scenes. Now, I went to see this movie with my friend, and honestly, we agreed that sometimes the talking and the fight scenes felt a little rushed, and they felt like they were trying too much, and it felt really quick. One of the fight scenes actually reminded me of one of the fight scenes in Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness. But, no, and also, speaking of remindations, there's like a scene where Spider-Man's like doing the thing where he's like, you know, when he's like just grabbing onto the wall and then he's just hanging out. It's hard to describe, but it's pretty much what it is on the Blu-ray cover. Yeah, that's how I can describe it. Well, that's the best way. And that reminded me so much of the original trilogy. I loved seeing that. Just thank you, Marvel, for doing that. Thank you. Although the action was a little bit rushed and the talking was a little bit rushed, and also the movie did feel a little bit rushed in places, but the action was still really good. It was probably the best MCU action we got in a long, long time. Well, ever since Homecoming. Yeah, I adore this movie. Seriously, it is my favorite live-action film out there. Jesus Christ. Love it. But on to the characters. Now, basically, they're all the same. But on to what I was saying. Spider-Man, I was a little bit disappointed. He's barely in the movie. Now, he has a bigger impact, a bigger role in this movie than he was in Civil War. But personally, I was a little bit let down that all he is with Iron Man for the rest of the movie. Now, on to the villain, Thanos, and his henchmen. They were alright. I guess the soldiers towards the end of the movie were pretty good. But I felt like the ending felt a little bit rushed, and it didn't really feel that right. And sometimes towards the very ending of the movie, I did not know what to think. I was like, what the heck? On to Thanos. Now, the height of this guy. This guy is huge. This guy is intimidating. This guy can beat you up easily. Thanos, I thought, was really good. He is the height of a monster. Just seriously, he is massive. So I thought he was a really good villain. I honestly don't think he's as good as the Vulture, but I'll probably talk more about that in the ranking video. So yeah, I did think this movie was really good. Also, the music was really good. Speaking of music, at the beginning of the movie when they play the Marvel Studios intro, actually they in front of the I and the O of the title, they actually replaced the I with a 1, and to represent that this movie is representing the 10-year build-up that the previous Marvel movies have built up to this movie. That was awesome. That was really cool. Okay, so Avengers Infinity War, it was so good. I love this movie. It is my favorite movie of the year so far. However, I felt like the movie felt a little bit rushed, and we didn't get enough Spider-Man. Now, I know this isn't Spider-Man's movie, but I know, but still, like, I mean, like, freaking Iron Man, this isn't, I know that Iron Man's the leader of the Avengers, but, like, come on, Spider-Man could have at least gotten a bit more time. I mean, he's the new Avenger, so, yeah. lay more to the new ones. That was probably a bad joke. I am going to give Avengers Infinity War a 9 out of 10 and just the seal of awesomeness. I am very excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I shall see you guys next time, and skadoosh.